episode on the Kamicraft server. I'm on my way to Nopaddler's base today, cause last week he left a giant statue in my place, and I'm gonna return the favor. So I spent some time thinking of a cool idea, and then I spent quite a bit of time working the redstone out for it, cause it was fairly complicated. Well, it wasn't that complicated, it was just chaotic, I guess, and I wanted to fit it in a reasonably small area. So I worked that out, and I dug out an area already, which I'm about to show you. So this is his place, which I think is pretty cool, especially that floor. I love that floor that he made there. But I didn't go inside his place because I didn't want to invade his space too much, and I knew I couldn't build this in one go, in one session. So I wanted a spot where I could have a bit of, safety distance. And I know he has this whole big mountain and a nice grass patch here, so I thought this could be a nice spot. So I dug out a little tunnel that leads to a small room. And this is where all the action will be. Now, like, this is pretty much all he sees. The rest is gonna be redstone. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I have this whole area cleared out, which is for one part of the prank. I don't know if it's a prank or a gift. I mean, it's all friendly and it's sort of a little game. So what? This is one part of it. This is the little game part, and then this is the second part, and this is gonna be a note block thingy. So my idea was I really like the show. 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, which you might know or you might not. If I remember, I might put a link to one of the episodes in my description. And I told him about the show, and he really likes it as well. And the show has what are they called? Conundrums in them. So you have to solve sort of anagrams. So I took one out, which is a bit of a rude word, I guess. And then he has to go and reorder them. So I'll place banners with letters above each storage, and then each storage will be a button. And then he has to press the buttons in the right order. When he gets it right, he gets a funny tune or something. I don't know. I don't really know what he's gonna get when he gets it right, because I didn't think about it. I just spent a lot of time on the mechanism. And I made a note block tune, because in that game they have like a countdown clock playing, which has a specific song which lasts exactly 30 seconds. Unfortunately, due to the game takes, I couldn't make it be 30 seconds. So it's gonna be 25 seconds. It's sped up a little bit, but he should still recognize that tune. So my idea is he walks into this room, probably walks over a pressure plate, triggers the song, and he'll hear it here, and then he'll see that word, and hopefully I'll place a book or something explaining a little bit. I figured showing you what I actually designed is slightly easier. So this is what I made. It looks complicated, but it really isn't. It's just chaotic. I gave myself a little color coding. The red lines are... it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. I'll explain it all in steps. So there's numbers here. These will be the order that he has to push the buttons in. So if he... Let's see. I got here this blue line, which is the final output. So that's gotta go on eventually. And if I push the buttons in the right order... Where are they? 3, 4, 8. There we go. And then this line should be on as it is. Now I'll quickly reset it. I should probably build build a reset button as well. Well, you heard the note blocks now as well, which is exactly the sound you'll hear when he messes up. So I'll mess up. Let's do 1, 2, and 8. And then it resets it all. And here's that sort of, I don't know, wrong tune, I think. Now what's going on, this is all trying out to make it work. But what's going on is, this is the button you push, which powers this dropper, which then shoots an item into this dropper. Oh, should not have done that. And then this comparator will go on, and this torch will go off. And I'll show you here that I got these lines running from these torches, which power this little system, which I think I built in here as well. Yeah. So if this is powered, let me get a torch. So if this one is powered, this repeater will lock that one. So I can't power this block and not do anything. And because this block can't be powered, the signal will go to the side through this repeater, and that leads back to that whole black line, which is the reset system. But when the torch is off, so when the previous sort of system is triggered like this, this block can get powered, and that triggers this system, which will disable this repeater in time, so this signal can't go through. And yeah, for people who, I mean, it is fairly simple, but I guess it could be complicated as well. So that's what I built in here, but then 8 in a row. So each, let's see, I'll follow the first one. And that doesn't have the reset thing, because it's fine whenever that's pressed. And as you can see, it'll go to this redstone torch, and then this line will go to the second, what is it, button. So if I press this, you can see it goes to the whole red system, and you hear that whole tune. But when I press the first button, you'll see that this redstone line is now off. And it will depower this torch. And you didn't hear a click, but it shot the dropper over. So that's how it works. And I probably confused a lot of people now. So I'll get out of here, and I'll actually show you the note block song. So here's the note block song. And don't give me too much credit. I just used a program that converts like tunes into note block songs, and then you can download the schematic and paste it in a world with world edit. So that's what I did. So I didn't do much, to be honest, on this. And this is what it sounds like. So that's the countdown timer, and it's probably an annoying tune because it's a bit high pitched, and it probably sounds bad, but it's really recognizable, I think, myself, and I'm pretty sure you will recognize it. So this is what we're gonna build, along with that button system, and so you can play a little bit of the game that we both like to watch. All right, so I'm in the downside area. I got a ton of note blocks and repeaters, and yeah, I guess we'll just get started. Alright, let's enter an extreme amount of swear words in here now. I'll not say them, because I don't know, I don't mind a little swear word occasionally, but this is gonna get out of hand if I go ham now. So I built all this, and I was like, okay, I still gotta do all the repeater timings and tune all these note blocks to the right setting. And when I clicked one, I realized I need a different block underneath each one. And the block I need is the clay, which is the annoying stuff you have to dig up in swamps. So I'm gonna have to go and get 219 blocks of those kinds of clay now. Which is annoying to get. So I'm a little bit bummed out. It'll be alright though. And then I'll go get that. And after that I'll do these timings and tunings. Alright, so I finally got the whole song done. It's like completely finished. And it was surprisingly easy to do, actually. I thought I would mess up a lot with the timings of the repeaters and the tuning of the note blocks. But I only messed up with the tuning a little bit. Like 3 or 4 tunes on the start of this whole thing. For the rest it went quite smooth. So yeah, this is all finished. I can't actually play it because Nopaddler is online and he's working like... Well, I'm assuming he's like somewhere above here. So if I play it, he might hear the song. But what I'm gonna do next is hook this up to a little system. So I got pressure plates at the end of this tunnel. Oh yeah, I made this tunnel like a little bit bigger. So I'll put down 3 pressure plates here. And when he walks over it, the tune will trigger. So I gotta hook up a redstone line from here. Going down. Didn't think that's too long yet. Let's do a bit of counting. Yeah, so that's fine. So we gotta have that running into this. My old 2-dropper system thingy. And I gotta have one on this side. So that when it ends here. Let's see. That got the power. Let's try and do it safe, I guess. Because I can't test it too much at the moment. Alright, so I have a line run from there to that thing. There. So what's gonna happen is the pressure plates. Jeez, that took me long to get that word. The pressure plates will power this dropper, pushing the item into this dropper, and I'll have a comparator going out here. So this will then give a signal, and then that will start the whole thing. And then when it's finished, the signal will return here and push this item back to this spot. And that will stop it all. And the reason I'm doing it this way is so that if he walks on the pressure plate and he keeps walking over it a few times, it doesn't keep restarting. Because if I would press this button, which would start it, it will get the pulse from the button. And then as soon as the button goes off and I press it again, I can start the song at the same time as it's still running. And obviously you don't want that to happen like 5 times, because that's just annoying us. Well, that's quite annoying. So I'll do this. So as long as it's running, it won't be triggered again, which I like. And then we can have this loop back into the main system. And I got all this room, so I don't have to be careful with the redstone, which is nice. And that's perfectly fine. Alright, so that should be sorted out. Then the next step is to do the big redstone part. I've been trying to avoid this a little bit, because well, it's probably not gonna mess up as much as I think it will. But I have to like copy it from that other. Well, not copy it, but look at it, how I build it, and then rebuild it, and you know. It's gonna be tedious. So I'm just placing these lights, because this is where the buttons are gonna be. And yeah, I guess I'll start building that whole other system. Alright, I got the whole redstone chaos in place. It went quite smooth. I just literally copied over what I made in my creative world to make it easy on myself. I also hooked up the final pulse, which you can see going there, which is activated right now. And you can see it go all the way up there, onto all this blue chaos. Into these pistons here, which is a trapdoor. And when he completes it, this trapdoor will open and we'll have that donkey above it. And the donkey is called Jimmy Carr, which is the host of the show, and he literally laughs like a donkey. Which I think is a funny prize for him to win. And I skipped through the whole decoration part because I'm sort of running out of time. And well, I mean, it's mostly just blue blocks, so it wasn't that interesting. I'll quickly go through what's gonna happen and stuff. So I got these two things which are sort of, they are the same, just different shirts. And they're called Dictionary Corner because the game has one. And it has a book with, I don't know, sort of an introduction, I guess. And he has to solve the conundrum. Well, he doesn't have to solve it in time, but let's see if he does it. Which is the tune that runs. And he has to press the buttons in the correct order, which I'll show you in a bit. And he doesn't have to be too speedy with pressing the buttons. You know, take your time as the system might break. And explaining how it works. And I built a reset button as well, which is actually over there. I'll show you in a bit as well. And then there's a hint, which is I must have ... which I'll explain all right now. So this is the game, and the word is hard semi, and in that is an actual word hidden in there, which is misheard. So that will be MIS. Well, you can see how to spell that. So he has to press the buttons in those order, and then he gets the prize. And if he fails, he gets that tune. And if you succeed, that door will open, which also makes all these buttons be alright to push. So I built in a reset button. So if he finishes it, he can reset it and maybe let other people play it. I don't know. I mean, there's not gonna be much fun in playing it again because you already know the word. So as the final touch, I'm just gonna put this dude up in the trapdoor thingy up there. And then I'll place the trapdoors here. And then I'll get some system from his base to here to get him over here. Alright, so I'm all set and ready. The donkey is stored up there. Everything should be alright. So I'm gonna... There you are, the donkey. So I placed the what is it? Pressure plates. And he is online, which is maybe a little bit annoying. And I got a bunch of my heads, so I'm gonna leave a trail to here with my heads, and I hope he'll be able to follow that. And the funny thing is, he killed me to get these heads, so that's an extra little bonus, I guess. So I'm gonna place a line here, and then hopefully he doesn't spot me as I do this. And I'm just realizing that going up this mountain is probably not quite as easy to find all the heads. Oh, I might have to... Nah, it'll be fine. Yeah, you can spot this, fine. Alright, so I'm just gonna continue climbing the mountain, I guess. Alright, so I'm pretty much at his base now. I'm gonna end the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. And I hope he's gonna like it. But I think he will. And I'll let you guys know next week how what he thought of it. See you later.